Hi everyone, and welcome back to another reaction to the Schmoedown right here on Dedicated to Art. I am as usual your host, Kees Cornelissen, joined by my usual panel, Nico Rigoli and Chris Doman for a very much anticipated Inner Geekdom match between the previous old Inner Geekdom champion Hector Navarro and the new up-and-coming star Kevin Smets, who we've been big fans of, as you should know. So this is supposed to be a big Inner Geekdom match. It's just a question: does Navarro have ring rust? Does he still have it, or doesn't he? Chris, what are your expectations about this match?
I think I'm wearing the wrong colored clothes because when you go to a funeral, you're supposed to wear all black. I'm sorry. I actually do think that ring rust is going to play a little bit of it. I feel like Hector's still going to put up a fight because you could argue his ring rust match was against Adam last season in the Inner Geekdom tournament, but
That's almost a year ago, to be fair.
and that is also where I was going to go with that. But that was almost a year ago. So, and Hector, I've had the pleasure of seeing him compete live in person, and he does know his stuff. He's a super geeky nerd, just like us. But when you're away from the game, it can really affect you, and Smets just has way too much of a hot hand right now, especially with what we know about his studying tactics.
Oh yeah,
You know,
he is 24/7 with that.
exactly. And I hate to say this because, damn it, if Rachel isn't one of my favorite players in the game, but she's probably gonna have to hand it over come Comic-Con.
Yeah, and I have no issue with that because Smets is just taking this by storm, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nico, what are your thoughts on this match today?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Listen, I enjoy Hector Navarro, and I was rooting for him to carry that title for a long, long time. I was rooting for him to beat
Navarro!
Jason when the time came. But the fact of the matter is, Hector's had one match in literally a year since he lost the belt. Smets has had 3 matches in 3 to 4 months. He's been active. He never lets any of this information leave his head because of no, you're forgetting the exhibition.
I don't count that, but yes,
Well,
you're right.
I am counting it in this case because that again it helps the information stay fresh in your head. And Navarro, he's had a lot of time off. He's had a lot of time to forget things, and just doing a reaction on Hyper RPG every now and then is not going to really help you in terms of a trivia competition. Preparing for this game the way Smets does, and he's never inactive. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. And unlike in athletic sports where you can get injured and you have to be cautious about being so active, Smets has found the formula for this mental sport where he's never going to be rusty.
Yeah, this is true because, as we know, he just watches these movies, studies them all the time, every day. He has a job that allows him to do that. So that just shows the dedication that he has. And Hector, I know for a fact, is not up to that level. So this will probably be a massacre, just like how Smets dealt with his previous opponents. And then he's 3-0. But stranger things have happened. I'll just say that. We're just going to press play and see what happens in 3, 2, 1, play.
What's up, guys?
Booker!
Booker!
6-time World Heavyweight Champion. 2-time WWE Hall of Famer. It is going down at Booker T World Gym Arena.
God damn it, I love you,
Andrew
Booker.
Gosh versus Ben.
I've missed you so
And yes,
much.
I talked to Andrew. And we made a decision.
Huh?
No teammates. No managers at ringside. Everyone will be banned. 1-on-1.
Okay.
No suspensions. No fines will be levied. Someone gotta get Wrapped around, that's what's gonna happen. If somebody gotta drop it like it's hot, that's what's gonna happen in Booker T's World Gym Arena because it's my rules. It's my arena. You guys be there. Get your tickets and get them while they're hot.
Damn.
Can you dig that?
This Saturday.
Oh, I can dig that, sucker. I can dig it.
But here's a real question.
I dig it.
Now, for all the Nikos out there, who's gonna actually go through a table?
Yes. Good question.
Even I don't know the answer to that, but I have some thoughts.
It's so gonna be
way-
Ellis.
Did anyone notice the way Smets' hood was popped up? It looked like a dwarf hat.
Kind of.
Okay.
I am merely Mark, Baby Carrots, Ellis, Ken. What a matchup we have today. If I spot you nicknames like the Nightmare and the Smasher, what's the first thing that comes to your brain?
I'm thinking of 1992
I just had a thought.
WCW.
Brian Ward,
and
start
today's
making posters where the
Inner
eyes follow people.
Championship
There you
contention
go.
match.
No,
These two guys are
please
trying to
don't.
establish themselves in this title picture. I think my guy Mike Kalinowski's in their way
Well,
to
he's
get to
looking
Rachel.
at him.
It's San Diego, but,
He's
yeah.
looking at both of these gentlemen because the winner of today's match will be facing Kalinowski. The winner of that match gets to go to San Diego on a some expenses paid trip to Comic-Con.
Some
to go up
expenses
against
paid.
Rachel Cushing. But Ken, when you're looking at the outset of today's match, you're having an old favorite, an all-time legend in the Inner Geekdom versus the newcomer on the block, and that would be the man who spends the majority of his income on Hot Topic hoodies, Kevin Smets.
Absolutely. We have
Smash, smash,
a
baby.
legend. I like
Smash,
to use
smash.
this phrase, Titan of the game,
like
and that is what Hector Navarro absolutely is. This is one of the reasons the Inner Geekdom division is even here now. Hector Navarro brought his credibility as a nerd and as a broadcaster in the nerd world to the Inner Geekdom. He was part of the first match, and he was as the first
Yep.
champion. We're gonna talk about, I'm sure, his notable accomplishments, but it's part of his resume.
I did it before we
He
started,
had
so
kind
I'm
of-
good.
I don't want to say retired.
Yeah, you're the
but he
hipster.
lost, against his buddy Adam, the Haymaker Havoc, and kind of rode off into the sunset a bit. He didn't announce his intentions. He just was probably enjoying retirement like Christian Bale at the end of the Dark Knight series. And Kevin Smets and his manager Kaiser, they were like Michael Caine, pulling him back in there.
Yeah, Hector Navarro in that weird period.
Just when I
between
thought it was
Bulls
out,
Crusade.
they pulled him
Will
back.
this be his
Hashtag wrong
Crystal Skull?
franchise.
And for Kevin
I
Smets,
know.
a guy who started out in the fan leagues, he was just trying to make a name for himself there. He got knocked down, came back with a vengeance to the tune of 2-0 now is his current record. He beat David Moore in his first matchup. He defeated Jay Washington. Why is he playing Jay Washington? Because he went to Twitter to try to get Navarro's attention. Navarro not having it because he's roommates with Sam Levine and Boca, apparently. Navarro finally wakes up.
If he
sees
wins
on
this,
Twitter,
he'll be the
says, "I
first
accept the
person
match,"
other
and
than
now
Mark
we're
Knopic
all-
to
I
go
gotta say,
3-0.
Yep.
Kaiser, who is Kevin the Smasher Smets manager, I love what Kaiser brings. As a fan of Bobby the Brain Heenan, as he is, as am I, I'm kind of the broadcast journalist, part of Bobby the Brain Heenan. Smets has
Kaiser
got
would make the
managerial skills
would
of
make
Bobby
the
Brain, and
best
I love what he brings, but I do admit,
coach in
I
a
love
sports
that
movie.
Hector Navarro was kind of living the embodiment of that Kermit meme. He just kind of sipped his tea while they were calling him out, but here it finally worked. But in the meantime, Smasher, he's taken this league. By the way, one of the interesting things about it, he tried out for the Schmoedown, rejected.
Yep.
He rejected.
Get outta here.
We sent him back down to AAA.
Matumbo'd.
But here's the thing: Wade Boggs didn't really make his major league debut until he was like 26, and he's a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. Smets gets a start here a little bit late after that rejection early on, and he's calling people out and takes down Jay Washington. It was nearly a fist fight here, which, let's admit, we've had nearly several fist fights behind the scenes here at Schmoedown. That was one of the ones we almost saw on camera.
It was very scary indeed, almost as scary as every Boston fan watching Wade Boggs ride off on a horse at Yankee Stadium. Ken, we had a pre-interview with each one of the competitors. Let's take a quick look.
I have
This'll
called
be
out Hector
fun.
Navarro. Jay called me out. I didn't call Jay out. And now Jay got knocked out. I don't want to face Hector Navarro.
Wow. The Judge Judy memes.
God, I haven't seen. No.
Are we rolling? We're rolling, aren't
We're rolling.
They see me rolling.
They hate it.
we? Finally got
got some competition in the IG, don't we? We got Hector Navarro, former champion. What else do we know about old Hector? Well, we know he likes to kiss his opponents. Saw his match against Adam, whatever his name is, knows what I'm talking about. He likes to draw during his matches. This ain't kindergarten. This is the Schmoedown. And you're gonna run up against something today the world's never seen. And just like the Predator, it bleeds, but you can't kill it.
I gotta be honest, I was having a lovely time off. I was enjoying myself, a sort of semi-retirement, just, and I keep getting these tweets from Smets, from Kevin, and Kaiser Soze, or whatever these guys. I don't know these people.
We tried to do this the nice way.
By the way, can one of them just say,
Navarro! Once we called him out on social medias.
That's very exciting.
I wouldn't be surprised if they called R&B just to be there for this match so he could do that.
My friend Emma told me, if I win this,
Navarro!
I get to take on Kalinowski, and that's exciting.
Navarro, for your sake, I really hope
God, I
your
miss
account is
Robert
paid.
Burnett.
I really hope your library card is punched. I hope you're watching Star Trek movies back to back to back. Running up against the Smasher, and he wants one thing, a championship. And in order to do that, we gotta take you off the board.
We just watched what he is capable of, and I don't know, if I was Hector, I definitely would be looking out for Smets.
Yeah, I'm no spring chicken, but I'm a bit of a veteran. I've been around the block. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I'm a firm believer in, hey, you've got to take your hard knocks and learn some lessons.
He does have a
sometimes
title
so that
defense
you're
to
not
him.
a dick. If it's got to be me that steps up to
Yes,
the plate and teaches
one.
these young bucks some lessons, then it's going to have to
And he
be
was
me.
champion for almost
I'll
a
do
year.
it. You gotta
Almost,
stand
yeah.
up for what you
Yeah,
believe in.
that's also
and you
due to
tell
the
the other
lack of
person, no,
intergeekdom
you
matches
move.
in the first
I
year.
can do this all
At-
day.
at the time, yeah.
Language.
Still counts as a year on the record books.
You know what he is now? He's just
Semantics
part of the
aside.
evolution of this lunatic who's stopping
Yeah.
at nothing, starting
But there
with
are
you,
semantics
and working
because
our way through this
Just
league.
the first
Here's
year,
deal.
the
If you know
intergeekdom
what you
division
know,
was
you're
very
gonna end up
different.
winning. But if not, then you're gonna have to learn.
Yeah,
a
back when
lesson
we
you
had
need
the
to
five
I
ways
will be the friend
where
to give it to you.
people would
I
be
came into this
eliminated
league
per
trying to be
round.
just like you, Hector.
Yeah.
A nice guy. You know what being a nice guy
I don't
did
miss
for me?
those days.
Got me a one-way ticket back to the minor leagues until Kaiser found me, dragged my ass into the trivia dungeon, force-fed me nothing but Red Vines, Diet Dr. Pepper, and every comic book movie known to
Red Vines, that
I
is
think-
torture.
last.
As a dungeon admin, I'm going to look into forming a union so we can get more than Dr. Pepper as a drink.
Nico, you like that garbage sludge, don't you?
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
I don't.
What? Okay.
you
I
scared
don't
me.
drink soda other than ginger ale.
Well, you
So
see that? I mean, look.
That's right, I forgot.
That's the
You're
guy.
really
That's
no
the
fun.
smasher. That is the guy who is focused. He is
I
ready.
had 8
Kaiser
drinks
is
on my
ready.
birthday.
Hector coming back. I think he's ready, but the question with Hector is going to be, are you rusty? Because Kevin Smets, this is a different kind of animal. This guy
Ooh.
studies. He trains. He
Fife
is prepared for
Ellison.
this match. Will Hector be able to match that preparation?
Yeah.
And Hector in his
Yeah.
own way, he's
Get
coming
ready
back
for
here. It's
for
kind of
another
this-
slaughter.
this mini rebellion
I'm sorry,
against,
Emma. You are killing it as
new
commissioner,
sphere
but
in the
Yeah, but as a
Schmoedown.
trivia
I think, one
competitor,
of Hector's favorite Star Wars characters,
Oh.
Cassian Andor, would say, rebellions are built on
See,
hope.
okay, you
Hector
put
put
her
a
up
lot of
against
hope
Rosie
into this
Knight.
match that he's still
That'd be
got
an
it.
interesting
He can still prove that he
competition.
belongs, and I'm really
Sure.
interested to see what he
But
does back
Chance-
into the competitive arena.
Could be treating the Smasher like
Sorry,
Cassian
Emma.
treated that guy. Remember, he shot him in the
Chance
back.
is chance and
Watch
this
the movie,
chance
it's a good
things.
scene. Ken, what are
Yes,
some
it
notable
does.
accomplishments of Hector Navarro?
Well, as we mentioned, in September 2016, oh, what a night. Late December back in 16. September
What the hell?
2016, when I had even a little bit more hair, Hector became the first.
Technically,
ever
he's the second.
Geekdom
He was
champion,
second, yeah.
Defeating Robert Meyer Burnett. Remember those
Yeah,
days?
Burnett was the first.
Navarro, he's still
There it is.
But Hector Navarro was the first Intergeekdom champion.
And he was the first one to defend the title as
Ye-
well.
Someone screwed up on the
Yeah,
stats
because
sheet here.
Burnett
About
was
to
the
see Hector
first.
Navarro return, and as far as Kevin Smets goes, his
I
notable
know what happened.
accomplishments: 2-0, coming on the scene like a beast that we have never seen in the Intergeekdom to date. Will that continue today? Ken, I feel pretty prepared for today's matchup. How you feeling, bud?
Oh, let me tell you, just like all of you out there, I'm excited to watch this match, and sir, I am ready.
It is time for the movie trivia.
Schmoedown.
Schmoedown!
Yeah! Wow! 2-0 finish. Introducing the competitors will be the Golden Throat of Ken Knapsack, who, by the way, has a book coming out May 15th. It's all
I have 2
about
copies coming this weekend. I'm very excited.
$100. You can get it at Amazon, wherever you buy books online, or if you still live near a mall with a Walden Books.
I don't have time to read because I have a lot of movies to catch up on.
Yes, you do.
And I have comics to catch up on.
Introducing first.
Led to the ring by his manager, Kaiser, with a record of 2 wins, 0 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the number 5 ranked Inner Geekdom contender.
I feel bad because I'm forgetting what this is.
This is the Winter Soldier theme.
Damn it, you're right.
But it also has a lot of Goldberg elements to it. I'm just picturing Bill Goldberg in the locker room getting escorted by security into the...
What are you booing? This is your future champion. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Definitely.
Look at that.
Here goes Smets to sit down.
Champ. Champ. Champ.
Champ.
Champ.
Champ.
We have ever seen by Kaiser putting some onions on that roll. Smets.
I may or may not be kissing his ass just so I can get a voice role in his next project.
He's getting in some squats before the match. Here we go.
Or because he's a friend of the champ.
Ooh. This is an interesting choice.
Yeah, this is the music that plays when I believe the credits roll in Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing.
But because it reminds me too much of that one song from the trailers for Suicide Squad.
Oh.
But
I'll give him some applause. I was a big fan of his when he was champ.
I like him too.
even though I'm a little bit bummed. Come on, Kaiser, just give him a hug.
Oh, God.
Ooh, he's got a Beast Boy shirt on. That's cool.
Props. Where's Beast Boy in DCU? Come on.
You can see him on Titans on the DC Universe streaming service.
Fuck Batman.
I think Beast Boy is at the exact same place all the other things in DCU are. Or just gone, just nowhere.
Yeah.
Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There's
So
no
in round
stealing in round
one,
As
I'm
soon as you
rusty,
hear the question,
so I
simply
hope to
write down
score
your
well.
best attempt
Chris
at an
does
answer
better
on
than
the
he
whiteboard
expects,
that we have so
and Nico
provided
actually
in front
does
of you
better
with
in
markers
this
followed by
league
RB3
than
from his
regular
own
movie trivia.
Oh, don't put
You guys
yourself
are
down
gonna
too
be
much,
down
man.
your
You're
answer. As soon
you're
as
doing
we
all
ask you
right.
to reveal it by name, please show your answer to
I'll
the
see how
whiteboard.
rusty I
At
am,
the same time, you
but-
reveal it into the microphone. Hector, Kevin, are you gentlemen ready to compete? Do you have any last-minute requests?
Ready.
I would have asked for a cookie.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Would you have wanted a glass of milk with that cookie?
Yes.
Each
Yes.
competitor with 3 usages
I said
of the
yes.
AT rule throughout the duration of the match and 1 challenge should they need it. Your first question, gentlemen, comes in the world of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which MCU film has a post-credit cameo by Thor and small roles from Michael Stuhlbarg and Scott Adkins? You know, funny story about that Stuhlbarg.
What's that?
Post-credit cameo.
Guy in Men in Black 3. And now
Can I get
I
another
know
marker?
it.
We're getting a timeout.
Have
We
a
got
marker
Got a
malfunction.
marker malfunction.
Thank you so
here.
much.
RB3 stays today.
RB3.
We'll pick it
Buying
up with-
backup markers as well.
Take it up with.
Could you repeat the question?
I can repeat the question. Which MCU
Yeah,
film
it
has
takes a
post-credit
second to
cameo
think
by
about it.
Thor and small roles from Michael Stuhlbarg and Scott Adkins?
You were making a reference to Men in Black 3, which I have not seen.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible.
Too bad.
Do not.
Oh, shut up, Ellis.
5,
Good.
4, 3, 2.
No, I
Strange.
don't have it.
Round, gentlemen,
Oh,
Hector, we
no.
go to you first.
Oh,
It's your attempt.
shit.
Doctor
Nope.
Strange.
It is, in fact, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
We got it up. Tied at 1. Question 2 comes from
It's
the
a very obvious
category
blind spot when it
of
comes to MCU.
Star Wars in the prequels.
Ah.
Who
Hey.
tells Anakin Skywalker, "We will watch your career with great interest"?
Okay, I'm not going to screw this quote up this time. Because I always seem to screw up quotes that involve this person and someone else.
Not brother, not sister,
4,
not you.
3, 2, and
Chief
1.
Palpatine.
Chancellor
Chief
Chief
Palpatine.
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 That's correct.
Ooh, Mace Windu. Incorrect.
Oh.
We got Smets with the
Smets
lead.
has cut the inner geekdom legend. Can he get back up with the next category?
The Russian is cut.
Middle Earth. Middle Earth. And your question is, in The Lord of the Rings, whose sword was used to cut the ring
Oh.
from Sauron's hand?
Ooh.
That's a good
Oh.
question.
Sounds
Because it's
painful,
not
Ken.
the
Does
sword
sound
you
painful. I
think
once had a
it
ring
is.
stuck on my finger for 4 years.
No, it's asking whose sword, not what sword.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. The person the sword belongs to is the different person who kills him. Elendil.
Elendil.
A man king.
I mean, he's right, but wrong. Not.
I don't think we can accept Man King.
It's the sword of Elendil, but Isildur cut the hand.
It is Elendil. That is the correct answer.
Yeah,
Elendil, isn't it? The sword
yeah,
of
it's the
Elendil?
sword of Elendil.
The question at hand was whose
Yeah.
sword was used to cut the ring from Sauron's hand. Because Kevin Smets had the sword of Elendil, I'm inclined to give him the point for this.
Yeah, that's I think what the question was intending. It wasn't who was wielding the sword. It was whose sword.
It was whose sword was it? He wrote the sword of Elendil. Therefore, we cannot award the point. So
Now, if you want to be real technical with your answer, if you hadn't have
either
time.
competitor is
Oh.
going to have a
Oh.
perfect inner geekdom round.
We said Elendil,
Hector
and
Navarro,
that
you
was
have a
correct.
challenge at hand?
Nah, I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
He's going to
He's
say
gonna save it. He's gonna save it. He's gonna save it.
Challenge.
I would definitely challenge because
Courtesy of Ken Knapsack.
All right, this is in the category
Whatever.
of DC. DC. And Teen
Oh,
Titans Go
no.
to the movies. Who voiced
I haven't seen this
No
movie.
controversy on this
Oh.
one, right?
Oh.
It wouldn't be
Oh.
a Schmoedown without a controversy.
Answer is
I know this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage.
It is in fact Nick Cage. Does Hector have it?
Nicolas Cage. Is that spelled correctly?
That
It's
is-
Nicolas Cage.
I believe
is
you did
correct.
spell it correctly. Yes.
That's correct. That's correct. That's
Kevin
No, but
Smith
that's how you
having Nick
spell
Cage,
my
we
name.
will accept, although I think he keeps the
In
K
full.
off it when he goes by Nick.
Wait, really?
Your next
Nicolas Cage.
question.
Nicolas Cage has an H. I do not have an H in my
So
name.
Marvel movies could
Yeah.
be any Marvel movie.
Wait, your full name's
God knows
Nicholas?
what. Which film,
Yes.
based on a
Oh.
Marvel comic, has a villain named Robert Callahan, portrayed by James Cromwell?
Oh. Oh no.
maple syrup
No.
on my bread. It's on my
No.
What did you have in the You had a McGriddle?
Oh. Cromwell, which one were you in?
I don't know.
1. Pens down, and we go to Hector.
This is incorrect. Punisher Warzone.
It is in fact not Punisher War.
Ah, damn it.
Big Hero 6.
Oh,
Oh, shoot. Shoot.
haven't seen that movie since the first time because it was there.
But we have 5 more
Yeah,
questions
Sam.
here in the first round alone.
I like it.
6 comes from the
Toothless
category
is
of
sad. He didn't
Harry
win
Potter.
Best
The kid with the
Animated
thing on his
Feature.
face.
Harry Potter it is.
Little one.
Question is, what two houses faced off in the first game of the season in Quidditch in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
You are looking live at Hogwarts Stadium here for opening day of Quidditch. God, we would be great Quidditch
Great.
guys if we
5,
only knew the rules.
4, 3, 2,
I think this is wrong.
Gryffindor and
Gryffindor
Slytherin.
versus Slytherin.
Oh, I got it right.
Slytherin
Yay.
and Gryffindor.
That's correct.
Does Hector have it?
Ooh, Hufflepuff. Incorrect.
Hufflepuff is in the third
Hector
movie.
did not have
You know what it is?
Slytherin.
Here's my mistake. That little asshole kid wasn't on the team yet, so my brain was
Yes.
like, well, that kid was in the stands, meaning Slytherin couldn't have been playing, but I am incorrect.
They could
Some sort of
definitely have
free
been playing.
agency mishap
Because they had just a
has
different
felled Hector
secret.
Navarro. Now, Ken, Hector Navarro, he's an inner geekdom legend.
A
but
gift
he's
from
getting
my
a rude
father.
awakening back into the league. Kevin Smets currently enjoying a
gift
3-point
from Victor's
lead.
father.
Maybe a little ring rust. Could just be the questions.
Oh, that's
No,
right,
it,
sorry.
it counts when I realize I made a
What's the
mistake
score
right
between
after,
us right
That
now?
still counts.
Your
4-3-4.
cred is-
Did I know why I messed up?
Your cred is intact. Your cred is intact.
We are about to boldly go into the next category, and that is, of
Yes.
course, the
Star Trek.
world of Star Trek. Question is, name one of the original crew members besides Kirk that makes a cameo in Star Trek Generations.
I can name both.
I remember that movie well. That's when I used to see
shoot.
movies in
Oh,
theaters, and I saw that one.
Your parents allowed it.
Yeah, got
5, 4, 3,
Oh no, wait, no. Shoot.
Scotty and Chekhov.
Montgomery Scott, Pavel Chekhov.
Montgomery Scott.
It is
Scott.
Damn it.
Scotty. Does Kevin Smets
I remembered Scotty, but I wrote down Bones first. I'm an idiot.
Oh, so close.
Eighth question comes in the category of DCEU.
Is that what
No, it's
called?
the Worlds of DC, and it still sucks.
FUCKU.
What is the name of Arthur's half-brother in Aquaman?
Here's the question: who cares?
Oh man, remember when Aquaman was just a guy you kind of kick around?
I'm trying to
here a
remember
little
how to
bit?
spell it correctly. I can't remember if I'm missing a letter or not.
I'm
Anyway,
I
I'm
don't
not
care.
gonna bother.
I
I
don't care.
really don't care.
3, 2.
the Ocean Master, Orm.
Kevin, did you have it?
Okay.
It is in fact Orm. Hector Navarro.
Orm.
That is correct.
And
He
a
keeps pace.
beautiful
Keeps
illustration.
pace. That's good.
It appears to be
4
a
to 7.
Trident and Condor Man, the early 80s film.
Looks like Merman. Looks like Merman from He-Man in the Masters of the Universe.
I
That's
remember Merman, one of the
good.
better villains in that universe. Heroes and villains is our next
Ah.
category. This is your
Okay.
penultimate one in this round, gentlemen. The question is simple. True or false? Anne Hathaway is never identified as Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises. So I famously don't like this movie. Put it on the other night. Paid $3 to rent it.
Right.
From the comfort of my own home.
Still hate it?
I don't hate it. It's just the ending.
5, 4, 3,
no sense.
2,
That's true.
1. Looking
True.
For the answer starting with
True.
Hector.
True.
That's true.
It is true.
True.
True. We got 8-3, 8-5 game. 3 points.
It's not often we get a true or false question. That was really refreshing.
Yeah.
Well done, Skolisky.
Oh, that's the thing. Like a question like that would throw you off because you're suddenly wondering,
Final
wait.
question comes in the category of mixed bag.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna get this. I never get this.
All right.
The bag of mix.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Who removes the heart
Yay.
from a man's body while he is still alive?
What the fuck is that guy's name?
Bonus points. Name the announcer currently talking to you who cried
Right,
during
actor's
this
name.
scene while seeing it in theaters.
Almost. Goddamn, that
5,
hurts.
4, 3.
No,
2,
I don't have.
Looking for
Molaram.
Let's go that
That's correct.
Does Hector have it?
Mola Ram.
That's
It
correct.
does have
Damn.
Mulholland Drive, and it's
Well, I got 5.
Okay. It's still a game.
I was still beating, and the guy looks at it and he says, "Well, that's my heart, so
6-9.
I'm probably going to
Eh.
dice it." And in
That's
fact,
4.
that is what happens in the
Scared me.
film. But both our competitors alive and well. Hector Navarro, after a shaky middle there in round number 1, came back strong. He only trails Kevin Smets by 3. Kevin Smets, very impressive round 1.
Not
and now we
perfect,
move on
though.
to round number 2.
Because
also
of that
known as
goddamn
the
bullshit
wheel
middle earth
round.
question.
This is the
Or
wheel that will
just the fact that
seal
they
a
couldn't
doom,
accept
a
his
fate.
answer.
We like to call it the Wheel of Justice, and this wheel has a sponsored slice courtesy of one of our patrons. Hey, you want to join the movie trivia Schmoedown? You can become a Patreon member. Check out which tier is right for you. Maybe someday we'll announce your name. The wheel slice sponsor today, Ken, is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Who I believe it was Slytherin versus Gryffindor was the first match.
Harry
It was
Potter.
the Sorcerer's Stone. If we land on the Harry Potter wedge, we will say the name
the movie
of said
trivia
patron. Thank you
Schmoedown.
for your sponsor from all of our Schmoedown Patreon members. Now, we look
No
at the
chance.
landscape
Harry
here.
Potter.
Kevin Smets has a
I imagine
very
Hermione
good
would
over Hector
win
Navarro.
in every match.
You
Yes,
have
you would.
The honor, if you would like to
I'll
spin
spin
first. He's going
Gotta go
to
first.
Really? She'd have a video library and just use that time thing and just
Yeah, just
watch every movie.
He does get a mulligan if he wants it.
He span or spun.
Look
Kaiser
at
looks like he
from the
wants to
wheel
sell me
of
an
Kaiser
Eagle
looking at that wheel
counterfeit
of
watch.
Smets like he's a chaperone at a high school dance.
Right.
Keeping them away from each other.
at a high school in.
Oh
He is.
No!
wow!
Oof.
This is
All
the
right.
one wedge.
Now we get to see if he has
Uh-oh.
any weaknesses.
Does he?
Uh-oh.
Does he?
Hector the Nightmare Navarro, who
Uh-oh.
can live up to that nickname with his
yes.
choice. So Hector going to go up to the wheel for a closer inspection of exactly what he wants to saddle Smets with, Ken.
Hector's moving his glasses down like a professor, grading papers right now, kind of taking a closer look here. He is spinning.
Middle
Spinning,
Earth?
He's going
spinning.
to put it over
He is
to...
going to
Does he go
go
quotes?
to.
What? What is he doing?
What is it?
Who said
Oh.
Oh, crap.
I like this.
Uh,
I hate this category.
This is
Quotable round.
Shoot.
Quotes and quotes. That's a good one. I agree with that there. This is putting the pressure on Smets. I don't think he's faced an obstacle like this quite yet.
Who Said It is the category. And Kevin, before you get your series of questions, I'll remind you.
Come on, Smasher. Come on, Smasher.
Drank before this match. In round number 2, you each get 5 questions. Those questions worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, there is stealing available in round number 2. If you're not sure of the answer to a question we ask, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options. One of them is correct. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1 point. Once again, stealing is available. Round number 2. All right, Kevin. I'll be asking you your questions. And in the world of Who Said It, the first question is, who said, I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses?
Snape.
Yeah, that sounds like Snape.
Look at that.
Whoa.
2 points. 2 points. All right. And your next question. Who said, citizens of Xandar, behold your guardians of the galaxy.
Ronan.
What
Ronan.
fruit have they wrung?
Ronan.
It was, in fact, Ronan.
Look at that. Look at
The
that.
accuser is
Jesus.
what he goes by. And
Okay,
going by
never mind.
Smasher with good reason so far in round number 2. Your next question. What villain said, you do not know pain, you do not know fear, you will
Saruman.
taste man flesh?
It's me at
Little scandalous.
me at Del Taco Lab.
Well done.
Oh, I
It was,
got
in
it.
fact,
Wow.
Saruman. It was Saruman. And
All right.
You will taste
weird
man
middle-aged
flesh.
orgy is when he uttered that line. Your penultimate question in round number 2, Kev. What superhero film begins with the following narration? Who am
Spider-Man.
I? You sure you want to know? The story of my life is not for the faint
Spider-Man.
of heart. It was, in fact, Spider-Man.
Look at that. Look
Kevin
at
Smets
that.
is
Fuck.
fire.
He's a machine.
He's unnatural.
17-6, an 11-point lead over Hector Navarro, and he still has one more question, and that question is, what villain said the following? You are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. I am your
Magneto?
Oh, Shredder.
Multiple choice.
Oh,
father.
right.
Is it A, the mother effer? Is it B, Saruman? Is it C, the Shredder? Or is it D, the Penguin?
Motherfucker.
That is incorrect for a steal and 1 point.
Oh.
That's correct.
Oh.
Okay, 1 point steal.
Big steal. Big steal.
But Navarro does need a perfect round to
Hector
keep
Navarro
up.
jumping on the loose ball. He gets a fumble in the Super Bowl, and that really does help him out because now it's a 10-point game, and Hector Navarro will now step up to the wheel to spin himself.
Who's the Shredder?
There's really no good
Teenage Mutant
candidate
Ninja Turtles.
to say
Oh, yeah,
Kevin
that's
Smets
different.
wins.
Well,
I think Hector
just,
did the best he could
but
with
it's from the
odds. He
good
had to
movie,
use
Here's the
it.
thing, too,
the
is
1991,
Hector took
with
who said
animatronics
off
by
the
Jim
wheel for
Henson,
him. He
so
doesn't
they
have to
look
saddle
good.
with what is sometimes a very
Alright.
hard category with those quotes.
And
I think it
Raphael was a
double smart
badass.
move from Hector.
Excellent point.
Note to self, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles counts as an IG question.
Yeah, apparently so. Harry
Harry
Potter.
Well, they're Marvel, so.
Yes.
Is going to keep Harry Potter. He didn't know the Harry Potter question in round number 1.
Hey, he's
This
still-
is a risk and a half.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Here we go.
What's that?
Well, the time's passed now. It's 5 seconds.
You can spin again, can't you?
Go ahead.
Wait.
Oh, you can't spin again.
The old switcheroo.
Your file with the
He
league
can't
office-
spin again.
file with the league office, I think
You may
here's the
spin
form.
again, sir.
Here,
You may spin again.
you fill out this complaint form. You leave it in the lobby.
Kaiser coming over here,
The
not
hell?
happy with the grant of a
That's
respin.
weird.
Hector Navarro.
See if the fates.
Again, he's been away for a year. It's easy to forget the rules after you've been gone a while.
That's
Middle Earth.
Oh, he's screwed. Okay, this is over. This would be like if Nico spun Middle Earth.
Much worse.
By the way, I
think
will be
Navarro has
watching.
From the producers in-
I will be watching the Fellowship of the Ring as soon as we're done here. Finally.
sometimes you just gotta let the fates land. Hector, you're gonna get 5.
I join you, but I have
questions in
to-
the middle
I have
of
a
the first
screening
question
tonight,
is
so-
this. In the Lord
I
of
know.
the Rings trilogy, what was the name of Sauron's tower?
Barad-dûr.
Barad-dûr.
Sounds like a French
Eye of
actress.
Sauron.
Yeah, no.
That is incorrect.
Barad-dûr.
Well
That
done,
is correct.
Smets.
Oh!
Big 2-point steal.
All right.
Sauron's tower.
Question two. What is the name of the Weasley assistant to the Master of
Alfred.
Lake Town?
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten
Wow, that did not go the way I thought it was going to.
Alfred
I had
Lickspittle.
it locked and loaded, and then you said Lake Town, and I was like, what?
5, 4.
Multiple choice?
A. Alfred. B. Bane. C. Percy. D. Bard.
I like what they did there with the first two options.
That's cute. I like
No.
it.
Bane is the name of the kid of Bard.
Alfred.
That is correct for Steve.
I know, but
All right, so
Alfred,
Kevin,
Bane.
No, I get it.
Is that Kevin Smets has stolen enough points possibly to have a knockout of Hector Navarro, because in round 3, the maximum amount of points a competitor can gain is 10. So if he has the lead by more than 10 going into round 3, this is going to be a knockout.
It's going to be a
At this point
knockout.
just has to make sure that Kevin doesn't steal anymore, and he's got to start getting some right.
Right, 3 questions left. 3 questions left. This one here.
He can literally go to multiple choice and get them all right, but he needs to do exactly that.
Steward of Gondor.
Authority does not give you the right to
multiple
deny
choice.
the return of the
A,
king,
Warden of Gondor.
Steward.
B. Steward of Gondor. C. King of Gondor. D. Watcher of Gondor.
Oh,
Oh,
Steward of Gondor.
That is correct for
okay.
Will
It's,
you guys let me know?
it's
Is
got,
that it?
no, not
That's
yet.
not it yet.
Okay.
But
Will you
here's
let me
what-
know if I decide to go multiple choice, if that will knock me out when
I
that
was
happens?
going to
Because I
let you
can't
know,
do that math. Thank
and
you.
I will do that math for you right
Thank
now
you.
because the
It's
time is
now?
9.
Okay, great.
There are
Great.
2 questions left, Ken, to do some table setting here, and Hector Navarro needs to get both of these answers off the top
Navarro
of his head.
doesn't
He
do
cannot
math.
rely on multiple choice.
Neither
If
does he do
misses
trivia.
any one of these, if he misses this question, or if Kevin Smets steals it unnecessarily, but he is the smasher for a reason, then the game and the knockout will go to Smets.
Just real quick, Rachel, where's Rachel? Rachel, you here? Rachel, they say all of these answers aloud in the films, correct?
Yes, they do. It's not that difficult, really.
I believe you. I believe you. Thank you.
All right.
so yes, when in doubt, consult the Lord of the Rings
Off the top of our
expert.
head, Hector, we know
No, well, obviously, clearly.
Fourth question. In The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey,
Dwalin.
who is the first dwarf to arrive at Baghdad?
He doesn't know it.
I would, yeah, I would. I wouldn't have known that.
Cannot go.
Yeah, I know the Hobbit movies better than I should.
5,
Glowing.
4.
Dwalin, give me Kalinowski.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wow. That was a fucking mic drop if there ever was one. That was like Tom Hardy's character in the movie. That was like Tom Hardy's character in the movie Warrior after his first win in the cage. He just walks out with no music playing.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, it's going to be very tough, especially against somebody like Kevin who's stolen enough
Jesus
points to get the knockout. But Kevin Smets, once again, Kalinowski, he's got to start studying his Bible a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. The answer we're looking for was Dwalin. I don't even know if I can
funeral,
say that right.
as
I
we
have to
said,
look at it.
a massacre,
He is
slaughter,
all in
picture,
on the W in his name,
word.
Dwalin.
I'll tell you what, though, and the final score 21-7. Though Smets gave the answer as a steal, it's kind of like Robin Ventura hit at a game-winning grand slam that was a single in the '99 NLCS. No, okay.
Gonna look that up.
So 21-7 will say the final. Yes, sir.
wait a minute.
My friend
Whoa,
Emma
whoa, whoa.
Falco, after she gave me the great advice to spin it again. She disappeared. Where did she go?
Yeah, there's some
She
controversy.
disappeared. I don't know where my good friend Emma. Oh, there she is. Hi, Emma.
Right.
Hi.
Hi, you kind of screwed me over today.
No, I thought that was Jay. I thought that was Jay who said spin again.
We'll take a moment to appreciate the fact that Hector Navarro is sitting back at the Inner Geekdom desk.
Yeah, it's
pretty nice.
It's good to have Hector here. I think Hector is an important building
Well,
block
Hector,
in
you
the
may join the
history of this
club
league.
of David
He's a
Moore
good
and Jay
personality. I hope
Washington
he's
of
okay,
getting
defeat,
knocked
Stop
the
talking
fuck
both of you.
out
Okay.
by Kevin
All of this
Smith.
pity
Actually,
commentary has made it worse.
Moore did the best.
Do it.
He wasn't knocked
No
out.
pity
He was
applause.
TKO'd.
simply
It's
TKO'd.
over. My friends have betrayed me. It's done. It's done.
And with that, we are going to go to a very exciting post-game interview with both the winner and the loser. Take it away.
This will be great.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Kevin the Smasher Smets and his manager Kaiser. Look, guys, I gotta say, I doubted you the first couple matches, but you have my attention now.
If we have to end careers, we'll end careers. Turn Jay Washington into toaster crumbs. It was only a matter of time before you fed us him.
But look, Hector Navarro is a former champion.
Yeah,
He's
he
no
did that like
slouch.
2 years
So
ago.
like I said, you've earned my respect and you have my attention now.
We learned what RPG stands for. Regret, pain, and grief.
Listen, I have nothing but respect for Hector Navarro. I came in this league, I said what I was going to do, and I immediately called Hector Navarro out after my debut match. I did that for a reason. I respected him when I was a fan of the game, and when I tried out and I got sent back to the minors, I still respected him, but he had to go. He was next in line. All I'm thinking about right now is Kalinowski. All due respect to you, Hector Navarro, it's not your time anymore. It's the Smashers' time, and all I'm thinking about is 2 letters, and that's KO.
I mean, that second round though, it could have gone either way. I saw your face change just a little bit when he put it on. Who said it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Who said it is probably the hardest thing on that wheel. It was the opponent's choice, and when he spun it around and he had a little fun with that, yeah, that actually put me. You know what? It's good though, because my first 2 games, I've kind of had an easy way to the win. This one, I had to earn it. If anyone who knows in my study and my training, that's one thing it's hard to study for with Who Said It. That relies on your general knowledge, and I'm glad that I came out with what I did. I was very happy with the results on that round 2.
Again, and the steals too with round 2.
Yeah, what's the steals, that just kind of bit him. I knew, but again, I was a fan. I knew that him, his Middle Earth is atrocious. He doesn't know anything about those movies. He needs to buy the books, watch the movies. He literally has missed, I think, every Middle Earth in every single match. And I say that with respect. So when it landed on there, I knew that was going to be it. But up until that point, right in the middle of round 2, my head was in the game, and I thought, okay, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to have to answer a round 3 question, which I still haven't. I'm waiting for someone to ask me a round 3 question. When's that going to happen?
I know you called out Kalinowski before you stormed off stage, but you didn't exactly perform well against him at free-for-all.
That was an exhibition match. That was a drill. That was practice. That's not singles competition. We want a piece of that kid. Fact of the matter is, we're 2 matches away from a championship belt.
And you still have to go through Mike Kalinowski.
Yeah, we do, and we're going to hang him out to dry.
I'll make sure Kalinowski lives up to his name KO when I knock him out.
Hey, look at this!
Yes!
They look like a walking Limp Bizkit album.
Yes!
What is happening? Oh, Hector. You were our only hope.
Yeah, this doesn't look right.
What?
This
Don't say
doesn't
that.
look
Don't give me
right.
that pressure. Seriously?
Yeah.
This looks like the word Coco misspelled.
I honestly don't know.
But there has to be somebody else who can take him down.
Look, all respect, former champion. Was it just a little bit of ring rust and just, having been away from the game so long? I feel like you forgot you could spin twice.
I did forget that. And those knuckleheads didn't remind me of that in the beginning. I know that. I'll just be honest. My world was just rocked, Jen. My universe was shattered. I love the Schmoedown, but, I guess it's a young man's game now, and I'm old. I'm old as hell. I'm 31.
Shut up.
So old. I'm ancient.
I'm pretty sure Kevin's older than you, Hector.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I love the Schmoedown.
I mean, Kevin was in Newsies, for God's
Do you
sakes.
think Smets is real?
You mean is he a cyborg?
No. Do you think that he's a real competitor?
No, we don't have the technology to do cyborgs. He's a human. And he's real, Jen. He's a real guy. Yeah, he obviously
he's a real competitor.
studies his stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you wish you'd have stuck with
Harry Potter? Yeah, no, no shit. Yes, I definitely do. The thing that I've spent the last year reading all of the books of and rewatching the movies, I wish I stuck with Harry Potter. But then my friend Emma Fife stabbed me in the back with an invisible telekinetic knife and then twisted it. And
we don't have cyborg technology, but we have that kind of technology.
Emma Fife is a telekinetic, no doubt.
Oh.
No doubt. I'd watch my back around her if I were you.
So wait, so is this...
This is brutal.
So are you going to come back?
I don't know. Honestly, Jen, I have no idea. Everything's great. Everybody here's great. This is great, but...
The league wants you back.
Not really, no.
That just crushed me.
Case, shut up.
He just...
Navarro's done.
Me. I'm
done.
I'm
Too
done.
rusty. He doesn't study anymore. And that's unfortunate, but it's just the reality.
That way.
Well, Ken, there you have
Is it
it.
left or
We'll
right?
get to Smets and Kaiser and their bravado in a minute, but Hector Navarro looking
That's
a
middle
little
left.
despondent and not knowing where to go from here. Can he pick up the pieces and become a force once again in the Inner Geek?
It's one of those moments you kind of have to look at yourself in the mirror and say,
I mean, unfortunately, as of right now, I don't think he can, but to be honest, would I want him to prove me wrong? Yes. Do I think he can?
I really mean it. He's one of the building blocks of the Inner Geek division for
Sorry, Hector.
You got this new breed that's come on up here, and they're bringing their A game. And it's in Middle Earth is a tough category. I think that's a killer for a lot.
To a lot.
Sometimes it takes a bad loss to wake someone up.
Gameplay because Kevin the Smasher Smets now 3-0 with his knowledge and the stewardship of his manager Kaiser. They are looking forward to Mike Kalinowski. They're doing a lot of John at him, but Kevin, I don't think that Kalinowski is the last step for them. They are looking at a suite at the Hard Rock Hotel in downtown San Diego come Comic-Con. Do you think they can get there?
No, I tell you what, I really love what they do. You know I love Kaiser,
Ken,
but they're
shush.
just beginning, and Kalinowski's proven this over time. And if they want to get to San Diego, your hotel's going to be by SeaWorld, and you're going to have to get French fries and your burrito in some other place, because I think Kalinowski's going to be the one taking on Rachel in San Diego.
Oh, boy, I remember 2012 when we were staying outside SeaWorld with JTE.
No
Christian
chance.
Rubalcaba sleeping in line outside.
I mean, you've got, out of everyone here, you've got Corruption's #1 supporter saying Kevin's going to smash him.
I'm not their #1 supporter. I'm just a fan.
Out of this panel, I say.
Out of this panel, yes.
The movie Trivia Schmoedown. Make sure if you want to catch this in podcast form, you check us out.
I don't know. I like Michael a lot. I respect him as an intermediate competitor. He has no chance.
And here's the thing. I love the man, Mike Kalinowski. I think he's a wonderful actor. But he has no chance.
We'll be there. And,
at his mom's place.
Absolutely. It's going to be
It'll be close. It'll be close. But Smets is going to win.
Why we love Star
Wars. It will probably be the first match that Smets doesn't get a TKO or KO.
Christian Harloff and everybody here at the movie Trivia Schmoedown, we bid you
actually,
thank you.
I regret saying that because I said that he would TKO him anyway.
That's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, guys. Yeah. Thumbnail pose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no shame.
Of course, because holy shit. Look, I respect Navarro. I know what he did for the Inner Geekdom League, but he's done. And
it's a division, not a league.
Sure. Look, it's unfortunate that he is done. That he is not up to his stuff what he used to do, but it's a sad reality.
Unfortunate.
So, yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it's, and I sort of sympathize with him in that regard because as hell, even for Nico and I in the fan leagues, like I'm seeing that there's new stuff being added all the time, and there's always new competitors who come in and they're really hot shit and they're really good, and sometimes I feel a little bit like a Navarro. But I guess the only difference is that I just still have the showings to back up my skills.
You do. Yeah.
And
yeah. I mean, you and I might be one of the first people who ran these fan leagues, but we're still in them. For the moment, I'm out, but that's more due to personal stuff. But believe me, when I'm back, I'll be able to watch these movies all the time, study up on them, and I'm going to do the same as Kevin does. I want to do that because I love doing that. He just as much as he does. So that's just the difference. Navarro is just not in it anymore. Nico?
As far as we know, Navarro's not in it anymore, but sometimes the worst loss can put a lot of things in perspective. It can reignite a fire to want to erase.
You don't know what that's like, do you, Nico?
Oh, I know what that's like very well. And, when you have an embarrassment like that, you want to erase that from history. You want to have a performance that will just put you back in everyone's good graces and memory. So this might be the last we see of Navarro for maybe a year. But I feel like it's not the last of him we see forever. I feel like he might come back next season. He'll have studied a lot. He'll want to get that sour taste of defeat out of his mouth, and we might see a reinvigorated Hector Navarro within 6 months to a year.
And if we don't, then we know he's done. We'll see. Yeah. Look, I'm honestly just upset that Navarro is not as good as he used to be. because I was rooting for him. I wanted him to win over Burnett the first time. He didn't. So I wanted him to win the second time. Then he did. And I've liked him as a competitor. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Anyone have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
What we're going to see before Comic-Con is definitely the toughest test of Kevin Smets' career.
Yes.
But outside of Rachel Cushing and Mark Knopik, it could also be the toughest test of Mike Kalinowski's career. So we are in for a barn burner in which this could be the first match of Kevin Smets' career non-exhibition that makes it to the third round. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, well, that makes it to the end of the third round. Let me clarify there.
Right.
Possibly sudden death, even.
Maybe.
Listen, it's a Kalinowski match. That seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of a recurring theme with his matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, like considering that his next opponent is Kalinowski. Look, Kalinowski put up the fight of his life against Rachel the last time they played. He has been putting up great fights in Inner Geekdom. Manages to come back most of the times. He knows these categories so well, a lot better than all of Smets' previous opponents. Like when Middle Earth gets spun, he'll take it. When Harry Potter gets spun, he'll take it. He won't hesitate to spin again. It's like Kalinowski really does know his shit. And he'll put up good points in round 1, 2, and 3. I just think Kevin will probably put up more because of the dedication he has to it. So yeah.
In a way, you could say that Kevin is dedicated to his art.
Yes, he is. Chris, I knew it. Guys, with that terrible pun out of the way, we're going to wrap this up. So please like the video, comment on anything you saw in this video, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at D2A channel, and Facebook dedicated to art. I'm taking over from Chris for a second. Chris, now you can plug yourself.
By all means, that's never happened. Yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, Letterboxd, and Discord at Skywalker Doman. Shit, now you ruined my plugs. Stay tuned this Friday for an episode of the Who Cares Anyway podcast, where
podcast feed.
Yeah, yes, thank you. See, like I said, Case, you threw me off, man. What the hell? Yeah, and we actually have 2 podcast feeds on this channel. One for the Who Cares Anyway podcast, hosted by me. The other for our show, Downtuned Dissection, hosted by Ryan McClellan. So if you're a metalhead, go check that show out. We really appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, I'm out of it today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just because I did the same for the Game of Thrones review. I just felt like plugging in here.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Nico, where can people find you?
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nico Suave Regoli. That's NicoSuaveRegoli, or just Nico Suave with a bunch of other numbers on Discord. You can find me right here on Dedicated to Art and all the places these 2 gentlemen just said. I don't have to say one person said it and another person will say it because that's out of the way. Multiplex Entertainment is the name of the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. The Twitter's at MultiplexYT. The Instagram is Multiplex Entertainment Network. tpublic.com/user/multiplex. Buy our awesome shirts and check out myself and Zaddy C-Man Smith every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Crisis on Earth Plex. Combat Wrestling Trivia is the name of the Facebook group. Combat Wrestling Network is the name of the YouTube channel. The poorly made Twitter handle is at Combat Wrestling, the number 2. There's no letter G. If you like wrestling, if you like wrestling trivia, come find us and watch Adonis Nazario and James Berryman III every week for the Raw and SmackDown breakdown. And finally, Rolling Crits, coming to Twitch soon.
Indeed. And also here on Dedicated to Art, you can find myself and or Irina and or Ryan sometimes reviewing Game of Thrones episodes. We're almost done with the season. Our most recent reviews should be up right now for episode 5, The Bells. There might have been some rants. And of course, next week, the final episode of the show, which I'm not looking forward to, but I have to watch it anyway, and I have to review it. So look out for that. And with that said, guys, I'm on Twitter at Dutch Movie Guy, on Facebook and Letterboxd, Case Cornelissen. That was it. We'll see you at the next time. Take care.
Yeah.